Hey guys, I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, there is a guest in our channel who has written his GRE exam in home. So his name is Yashwanth Mulakala. So I'll be asking some questions on like what is the procedure of GRE Home, are there any restrictions and everything about it. So let's get started. So hi Yashwanth, how are you?
I'm good, Chanmuk. How are you?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm fine. So guys, this is Yashwanth uh, from Hyderabad. He actually agreed to volunteer a video for us to share his experience on GRE Home and what is about the exam, what are the rules you should be following, and he has some final advice for students who want to take GRE exam and everything about it. So Yashwant, please introduce yourself.
Hi, guys. My name is Yashwanth, and I'm currently in my third year pursuing CSE as my major at Geetam University, Hyderabad. And I gave my GRE at home in November 2020, and I scored 319. And my hour score is 3.5, and that's about me.
Okay, so Yashwant, I have a set of GRE Home questions. So I'll be asking one by one and just answer what do you think and how was your experience on it. Is GRE Home accepted by all universities, and does it show on your scorecard that this test was taken at home? There will be any watermark or something like that?
Actually, there isn't any watermark or any remark mentioned on your scorecard that the test is taken at the center or at home, and it is surely accepted by all of the universities because GRE at home and GRE at center are both similar, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay. So, can you tell us what are the pre-exam formalities for GRE at home?
Yeah. So some of the formalities for GRE at home is that you should make sure that your laptop is eligible for writing the examination in it, and also you should make sure that you have a passport. Or recently, ETS has given a news telling that even Aadhaar card is accepted for GRE and TOEFL, so you can go with Aadhaar card also. Any government ID basically, you should have it with you, and also make sure that you are writing the examination in a well lit room, and make sure that there aren't any background noises in your room. So these are some of the prerequisites or the pre-formalities that you have to keep in mind before taking GRE at home.
Okay. So, what are the things you should be ready? I mean, with you before the exam, like water bottle, snacks. Will they allow it?
Yeah, sure. You can always keep a water bottle in handy, and also what you can do is you can just place a box of snacks just beside you, and before starting the examination, you can tell the examiner that you have a water bottle and a box of snacks with you. So they'll ask you to show it to them, and once you're done with that, you're good to go with the examination.
Okay. So my next question is proctor visible to you, to the test taker? Like if I'm taking the test, is proctor visible to me, or can you communicate to him if there is any problem or if there is any issue with your exam?
Yeah. So the proctor isn't actually visible to you. You can't see the proctor, but the proctor will be continuously seeing you. And apart from that, if you need help, all you need to do is just click on the Windows button on your keyboard, and then a pop-up chat box will appear. You can just message him or her on that, and they'll make sure that your problem is solved. Or else you can just talk to the mic, and they'll make sure that your problem is solved. But then there's an issue with the mic. Actually, there's what you call a latency problem, or there's a lag between you and the proctor. So the better option to go with is the chat option. And even if they don't respond in the chat, just grab a white paper that is beside you, which you'll be using for the rough, and just take the marker and just write help on it, and just place it like this before the examiner. So they might see that and they might help you. So these are few ways by which you can take help of the examiner if there is any technical problem.
Okay. So what about the rough work? Like should your rough work should it be visible to the proctor, or how does it work?
Actually, this thing totally depends on the proctor, but if the proctor asks you to show the rough paper, the best thing you can do is just place this A4 size white paper in a plastic sleeve, and you can use a white marker. an erasable marker, and you can do the rough work on it, and then you can place it in a way that it is visible to the examiner only, visible to the proctor only if he asks. If not, you are good to go. You can just do it without bothering about the proctor.
Okay. So, what about the breaks between sections? Like, is it the same as tests taken in general center? Because I took my test back in September 2020. So, we were given 10 minutes for two sections, 10 minutes gap between two sections, and we were allowed to go out of the examination room. We were allowed to have snacks, drink water, and relax ourselves.
Yes, surely you'll get that 10 minutes break, but during that 10 minutes, you need to ask the examiner if you have to leave the room. So if you want to leave the room, you need to take permission of the examiner, and after that, you should be back within those 10 minutes, because if you don't be back within those 10 minutes, your examination will be cancelled. So you need to keep that thing in your mind while going through the break. You can go to the washroom, you can do all of the activities, you can move out of the room, it's totally okay. But then make sure that you're coming back in 10 minutes.
Okay. So, like, what if your power goes, or if you have a poor internet connectivity, like in between the exam? Like, you started the exam, you had good internet connectivity, and then while you were in the middle, your internet connection might go down. Or what if the power goes? Like, what is the solution for that?
So if you are planning to take your GRE at home, make sure that you don't have any power and internet issues, because that is the most important thing which you'll be using to go through your examination, right? So make sure that you don't have any problems. But in exceptional cases, if you do get any problems, all you need to do is just hit on that Windows key, just message the proctor. And the another thing is, even if your Wi-Fi gets disconnected, there is a high possibility that the device will be still recording it. And again, when your internet gets connected, all of the feed that was recorded till that moment is sent directly to the proctor. So so there is no possibility to move out of your place even if there is a power issue. Make sure that you're sitting in the same place and don't get panicked. Just message the proctor and look in your system what is the problem. Is it an internet issue? Is it a power issue? Is it a Wi-Fi issue? Just try to sort it out and then message the proctor again, and then they'll try to connect it. And even in my case, I had an internet issue, and then I contacted the proctor. I checked my system that there was a Wi-Fi issue, and then later the proctor tried to log in me, and after almost 3 to 4 times after he trying to log in me, I got logged in and my examination got started. So that was my experience, and I hope that this thing doesn't happen with you. Make sure that you don't have any power and internet issues.
Like, what if the power cut is for hours? Like, let's say the power cut is for 2 or 3 hours. You can mail them, or what you can do?
So the thing is, if you're having a power cut for almost 1 hour or 2 hours, your exam will get ended at that moment, because they can't wait for 1 hour or 2 hours just for you to come back, right? So they'll wait for you at least for 5 to 10 minutes, and more than that, they can't do anything else. So they'll just end the examination, and you need to contact the ETS, and then they'll review your case, and then they'll provide an option for complete refund or a free reschedule.
Okay. That's good. So, again, what if your proctor misunderstood that you were copying? Like, I heard that proctor generally observe your eyeball movement, and then they decide whether you copied or not, or the noises behind you. Let's say you did not copy and the proctor misunderstood that you were copying and he ended the exam. So how can you go after it, and how can you solve that issue?
So in the first case, during the examination itself, make sure that you are writing in a very silent environment, and apart from that, make sure that you're not moving your eyeballs right or left. Make sure that you're directly looking onto the screen, because that is very important for the examination to examiner to evaluate whether you're copying or not. Apart from that, in the worst case scenario, if the examiner thinks that you were copying, what you can do is you can just mail ETS. They'll look after your case. They'll review the whole recorded session. If they don't find anything guilty about you, they'll just give you a free refund or free schedule, and you can go ahead and book another slot. I know it is very hectic thing to do all of these procedures and mail them and wait for them to reply. But this is the case we have because of COVID. We can't do anything else, right? So Shanmukh was lucky enough to go into the test center and write the examination.
No, I was actually afraid that my test will be cancelled because that was in between, like in the peak of COVID time.
Yeah.
So it was very exhausting for me to write because they persistently came back to me and asked me to wear my mask during the exam.
Yeah.
And what happened was I was wearing my glasses, my headache glasses. So because of mask, they were fogging out. So that was very irritating. At some point, I removed my mask and I was not listening to it.
Yeah.
So Yashwanth, do you have any final advice or final suggestion to students who are willing to take GRE home test?
So my final advice would be to prepare well for GRE examination, whether it is GRE at test center or GRE at home. Everything is same. The question paper isn't going to be easy or hard. Just prepare well. Just concentrate more on your weaker areas. Try to work hard and try to achieve your dream score. And if you're going for the GRE at home, my final advice would be to make sure that you have a proper internet, proper power, and also a well-lit room with no noises around you. So that would be my final advice for you guys.
Thank you again, Yashwanth, for volunteering for this video. I'm pretty sure this video will help some people who are willing to take GRE home test or who are seeking advice for or who are seeking some information for about GRE home test. So thank you.
Thank you, Shanmukh, for giving me this amazing opportunity. And if you guys need any help, Shanmukh will be linking down my Instagram in his description. You can just DM me and I will be very happy to help you all. And if you need any more help regarding GRE at home experiences or anything, you can check out my channel and it will be in the description of Shanmukh's video. I know he'll be giving me a shout out. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit Shanmukh's channel subscribe button. Okay?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Yashwanth. See you. Bye.
Bye.